Hi everyone, so for today's episode of color therapy, I want to take it up a notch and it will challenge you to the next stage basically. So what I have done here is I have a lovely turquoisey little wash here in my sketchbook. This is the Stillman Birn Alpha Series, which I absolutely love, and I will definitely be repurchasing this one, and I might even try the bigger size once I'm done with this one. Yeah, so coming back to what I've done on this page is I had some leftovers from a little piece I did. So it was this one here, and I decided to use that bit of acrylics and just create a very light wash. And first of all, I don't like wasting paints and things like that, so I try to use it as a background. Now, because it's acrylics, I didn't lay it too thickly here, and I do want to do watercolor over it. Now, the thing that I've done here is it's a mix of these three paints. So we have the heavy body Liquitex yellow and blue. This is the cadmium yellow medium hue. All the links will be added below, so you can have a look if you're interested. And this blue is light blue permanent. So I've got these two colors, and then to make it quite light, I used the white gesso, which is as it says here, is a primer, and it's by Dina Wakley. And so it's a little bit different to acrylics. Acrylics can be sometimes a little bit smoother. Now gesso is designed to prime the paper so that you can create watercolor paintings on top of it. So let's see how it works. It must have changed the structure of these paints somewhat, but basically it's like a white acrylic, but just a little bit different. And that's what I want to see today, whether actually I can do drawing or illustrating on top of it. I mean, to my finger, it doesn't feel the same way as it does on this one. This is on Tomoe River paper, and I layered it really thickly. I think I went about 3 coats on here, so it feels very smooth, very kind of paint like texture on the paper, so I can't really feel the paper underneath it. However, here it almost feels the same as the paper because it's really thinly brushed on. So then I went to Pinterest and I decided to Google some really dramatic eye makeup looks, and then there's this one here which I really love, and basically it's got some blue turquoisey makeup with a bit of gold splatter and gold lash line, lower lash line, and that's what I want to create today. Now I'm going to rotate the eye this way because I find it would look a lot better if it looked this direction, because I have flowers here, so I want it to be a coherent spread. That's the idea. I might ruin it altogether, but let's learn together. So yes, I will have this picture next to me just to draw out the eye and kind of see how things go from there. Now in terms of the pencil, let's see, I think I might pick a water-soluble graphite. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, the rest should be watercolor. So I'm going to put it away for a minute, and I'm going to go. Now, when I'm doing something like that, I kind of consider the other page, and obviously because it's peachy and this is turquoisey, it always it already works really well. So I'm just going to consider the color placements and try and mix up a really gorgeous turquoise. Mind you, I have a little bit of a turquoise right here. And I'm going to dull it up with a bit of a darker color, which is Payne's Gray over here, and that's a beautiful turquoise, like a dusky turquoise. So for now, all we need to do is just hope that the watercolor will sit on this texture that we have here. So there's plenty of this color right underneath it, and I'm just going to wash that out and add a little more turquoise to this and add it into the crease line. Like so. A little bit of the water onto the graphite. And what else? So let's look at the eye. The eye is very, very pretty. It kind of has this dark gray just on the outside with a little bit of a lighter gray just towards the middle, and then the iris has to be quite black. I've got a Mars black, so I'm gonna mix that with there we go. So we're starting to get somewhere, and mind you, you might think that eyes are super complicated to paint, but once you get a few lines put down, you can, with a bit of artistry of watercolor washes, actually create a rather beautiful effect. So there we go. I'm going to use the background of the acrylics to shine through right here and have that turquoisey gray. So as you can see on the eye here, I hope you can see. There we go. So it's got that gray and turquoisey, and that's essentially what I'm trying to do here. Okay, let's carry on. So a good thing would be to dry these colors in between and then layer some more just for the depth of it. Okay, so I'm going to mix up a little bit more of that turquoisey color just over here with a bit of that. Such a pretty color when you mix it with Payne's Gray. So I'm just highlighting the crease right here a little more. Okay, I'm sorry that a part of this has not been recorded because I have been yet again disrupted. So all right, what I've done is I used a little bit more of the Payne's Gray just along the lash line here. I'm not going to create these wispy lashes just because I don't want to do it here. I have suggested a couple of lashes just right at the end, which I have kind of watered out a little bit. So that's what I've done. I also added a bit more of the turquoisey mix just into the crease to highlight. As you can see, there's a bit of a crease right there. Okay, so it's getting there now and it's looking lovely. I don't want to do anything more to the eyebrow, and I think what I'm going to do is just use this bit of a mix again down below like that. And then with a clean brush, I'm just going to pull it down like so. And then just let's have a little bit of fun. I'm going straight into this turquoise and just dabbing it there. And maybe even a little bit more here. And let's just connect these two. So here's a bit of a clean edge. So I'm just going to really make the color run out. And you can do it by just touching the water underneath and guiding it where you want it to go. All right, so I think this is pretty good. And now I am going to, let's see, I feel like adding just a tiny little bit of this turquoise into here, just to mix it just a little bit more like so. There we go, that to me looks really nice. And I'm also going to get rid of the hard edges just by sweeping my brush. I hope you can see that I always have this little cloth right here, and I'm kind of drying it, cleaning the brush and drying it in between. So I am basically blending the colors together. And if I want to saturate it a little bit more or deepen the color, all I'm going to do is just add it, and then again with a clean brush, making sure there's no hard edges, just tickle it out basically like that. And if you feel that you're losing the highlight, the beauty of gesso or acrylics is that you can lift it really easily. So that is probably as much as I'd like to. I kind of feel like I want to just a little touch deepen this line right here. And again, if you can see it's a bit too of a hard edge, do the same thing like so. And if you need to clean something off completely, then you can lift it with your clean brush. Alright, so I think so far so good. Okay, I'm going to move on to the gold, as you can see, as the gold on the waterline. Now I put the dark waterline on, so let's see how that goes. Okay, before I actually do that, I'm going to just take my, actually for this job, this brush right here, where is it? Number 1, I'm going to go with the 2. This is a spotter brush, so this is exactly what this brush would be great for creating little freckles and little marks. So I'm just going to dab this bit of gold and try to make it look like little splashes. And there are a couple of them here. Just do really light touches. You don't want too big marks here. We are going to also do some splatters as well, but at the moment I just want to deliberately put them in sort of this area right here. Okay, with this actually same brush, I'm going to use it like a liner brush, you know, when you're doing makeup and your eyeliner brush is as thick. That's exactly what this is. So hoping to basically just line that lower lash line. If you need to go back and put a little bit more on top of it, you can do that. So it's a line that's actually quite strong. It's not sort of blended out or anything. So I don't know if I want to blend it out or not. It might just create a bit of a mess if I blend it out. So I'm going to leave it. I don't know. I'm tempted to blend it out. Let's see. Maybe I can. Oop, that one was loaded with pigment. So this brush has got more water. Yes, so actually this looks a lot better to me. So I'm just blending this hard edge, which makes it look quite nice. And then now I can use a bit more gold and make it bleed into there. Okay, so at this point I'm going to load my brush with loads of water. And wish me luck, but I'm going to just kind of create. That's it. Okay. Don't want to overdo it. At the moment it looks perfect, so I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, so this was it. How long was this? I hope it wasn't too long. It felt rather quick to me. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit towards the camera so you can have a look. And that's our little eye, and it looks really beautiful on a bit of a gesso / acrylic background, doesn't it? Because it's not just sticking out of white paper, it's got a little bit of a background to it, a little wash of a different medium. So this is a way to play with color and also mix mediums and make the color stand out. So this was the cobalt, I should put it down. I think this is the cobalt turquoise, the Schminke one. Anyways, I'll put it down below somewhere here and also down in the links, so check that out. And basically that was the color that we were concentrating on. It's a really beautiful, very I'll just show it to you here. You know, it's a color that personally makes me happy. I hope it makes you happy as well. It's a super relaxing color. In fact, I heard it somewhere that the turquoise color is meant to be the top color for like well-being, like, you know, mental well-being, and, you know, like, I don't know, something along the lines. So actually looking at it now, I spotted a bit of a dark a white bit here, which makes no sense. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of color in there from what we already have mixed right here. I'm just gonna mix up and just a tiny little bit here. It just looks a bit weird. Okay, so that's it. This little bit here looks like a highlight, so that's fine. And yeah, so that's what I was trying to say, that, you know, with a bit of, again, minimal color choice, it was just really Payne's gray, cobalt, turquoise and gold, and we got to this. So I hope we're kind of now introducing or taking the color play from the color therapy and introducing it into art and bringing them together to create something very pleasant and beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching and see you soon.